Then to indecency with a child, sexual contact. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, no contest.
State any evidence?
State after state, exhibit one with all attachments.
Court is calling 2024 CR 4664, State of Texas versus Robert Arctagon. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Allie Jackson.
for the defense?
Megan Enriquez and John Coons for Robert Arctagon.
Are you Mr. Arctagon?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any objections to this attorney being here? Oh, there's Mr. Coons. Here, we're both here. All right. Have both, counsel, have you had a chance to review all the discovery with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
And have you received all the discovery from the state?
I believe we have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Arctagon, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorneys? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving count one, proceeding solely on count two.
Any objection?
No objection. That's our understanding.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
You said, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of indecency with the child by contact? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he is currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Arctagon, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, no.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, state is recommending deferred adjudication. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance and no contact with the complainant or minors. Did you understand that to be the plea? You need to wait till I finish asking the question. All right. Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
They're not, Your Honor. Well, the only motions that have been made have been bond reductions.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Then to indecency with a child, sexual contact, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, no contest.
State any evidence?
State after state, exhibit one with all attachments.
All right, did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
The defense has no objection to State's Exhibit 1.
Thank you. Thanks. And state, is that what you're offering?
Yes.
It's been a long Friday, even though it's
has.
Tuesday. It still feels like a long week.
Especially after a holiday.
Yeah.
Megan Enriquez.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court would defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. All right, so why am I accepting this plea?
We've spoken to the victim and her father, and their will to just kind of move on and have her take responsibility, and she wants to move on with her life. Your
All
Honor.
right, so they don't want a jury trial
They do not, Your Honor.
and they want him to be on probation.
They do, Your Honor.
All
It's
right,
most important to them that he be a registered sex offender.
okay. Anything from the defense?
No, Your Honor, we're very grateful for the conversations and the work that the state has put in and the conversations they've had with the complaining witness. And we're just grateful for the work, and we respectfully ask for the court to follow the agreement that we've reached with them.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. Chapter 62 registration, there's to be no contact with the complainant or minors. He is not allowed to reside in any home where minors are present. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment or SSI within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else that you need from the court?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, and you must register. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing further.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Judge.
Thank you.
So you're with your brother, right?
One second.
Humberto Cazares?
Yeah.